What's up, guys? It's Jensen and welcome to another video. So as we all know, the NBA season has temporarily been suspended due to the coronavirus. And the first thought I had when I heard this news is how this might affect the Brooklyn Nets. Because the Brooklyn Nets might get Kevin Durant back, and this might absolutely change the course of the NBA season. Because when we're looking at Kevin Durant, even coming off an Achilles injury, I think that he could average 22 to 23 points per game. Because obviously, while an Achilles injury is serious, it's going to affect his ability to drive to the hoop. It's not going to affect his 6'10" height with a 7'6" wingspan. That's not going to be affected, guys. It's not going to affect his ability, his handles. It's not going to affect his shooting skills. It's not really going to have that much of an impact other than his ability to drive to the hoop. So I think 22 to 23 points per game, all-star caliber type player, even coming off an Achilles injury, that's absolutely reasonable to expect from Kevin Durant because this guy's a baller. I think that he would be the best player in the world if he didn't suffer that Achilles injury. But even with this Achilles injury, he's an all-star type player because that's just who Kevin Durant is. He's an absolute freak. On defense, even though his lateral quickness is going to be affected, you know what's not going to be affected? 7'6" wingspan. That's an absolute problem for offensive players. Even the best offensive players are going to struggle to score against this type of Kevin Durant. Because Kevin Durant, he's a force on both ends. He's a two-way wing. Everyone's scared of Kevin Durant, even coming off an Achilles injury. So, getting Kevin Durant back would be huge for the Brooklyn Nets. But imagine them getting Kyrie Irving back, too. Obviously, he's caused some locker room issues in the past. He caused issues in Boston. He caused issues in Brooklyn when he was playing. But if he defers to Kevin Durant, he lets Kevin Durant be the leader, we're going to see a great version of Kyrie Irving. We're going to see Cleveland Kyrie Irving. Because when Kyrie Irving deferred to LeBron James as a leader on the Cavs and just played basketball, we saw the greatness of Kyrie Irving. We saw his ability to close out games, his ability to get to the hoop, his elite handles. We all know this guy is absolutely special when he's not tasked with being the leader, when he doesn't have to deal with off-the-court issues. When this guy is just able to ball, when he's able to be a baller, Kyrie Irving is a top 10 player possibly in the planet. Now, obviously, there are many great players in the NBA, so I don't know if I would have gone that far. But certainly, he has a chance to be a top 10 player if he's able to stay healthy, and if he doesn't have to deal with leadership issues and stuff like that. I really feel like Kyrie Irving could be an absolute positive impact on a team. I think he could give them about 26 or 27 points per game. Because when we're talking about shoulder surgery, it's not really as serious as having an Achilles injury. So I really feel like Kyrie Irving, he could average about 26 or 27 points per game. I guess the only problem could be that shoulder injuries are sometimes actually tricky. We saw this with Paul George last year because when he came back for OKC after that shoulder surgery, he was never really the same. We never really saw the same type of Paul George. So that's obviously a concern. I would expect virtually the same Kyrie. So you add those two type of guys back onto this Brooklyn Nets team who already have Caris LeVert. They already have Spencer Dinwiddie, who was a borderline all-star. Jared Allen, he runs the floor. He can finish lobs, stuff like that. And we all know that they have Joe Harris, who's one of the best shooters in the world. So you add Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving to those pieces they already have, and nobody's going to want to play him. The Milwaukee Bucks will not want to play him. The Boston Celtics, the Toronto Raptors, Philadelphia 76ers, Indiana Pacers, Miami Heat, none of these teams are going to want to play the Brooklyn Nets with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Because even if those two are coming off injuries, the sheer amount of talent those guys have, along with Caris LeVert, along with Spencer Dinwiddie, it's an absolute nightmare for teams. This is the last thing teams want to see in the playoffs. And even though there's going to be chemistry concerns, I would think, even though I don't think they'd go to the NBA Finals because of those chemistry concerns, I don't think that any team is going to want to play Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving in the playoffs on the same team in Brooklyn, Barclays Center. We all know how those fans are. Those fans are passionate. This could be an absolute problem team in the playoffs. But we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Please like and subscribe. I'll be providing more NBA and NFL hot takes as the season goes on. And have a good day. And remember to follow my Twitter, Jensen Sports. See y'all later.